And welcome back, everybody. This is Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your co-host, Lexie.
And I'm your host, Stephen LeBooth. We got some scary stuff for you today.
Yes, we do.
Very intriguing.
This is a good old episode 29.
29, fellas.
Thanksgiving is next week.
Yeah. See, it just irritates the shit out of me. I think Halloween should fucking last longer.
Yes.
Sorry if that's a little loud,
it's
guys.
like November just started. Like, it's already almost over.
Yeah, it's fixing to be over. And then, I mean, this time is flying. And believe me, I'm ready for 2020 to be over with. But I'm worried about what 21's going to be like. But we'll still be here, guys.
Yes, this is the one thing that's for sure.
We just think about it. We're doing something that's always going to be in demand because there's always going to be ghost stories.
Yeah.
And people like hearing about it. And we like researching about it and podcasting. I mean, it's a win-win. I mean, because like Lexie was like, well, what are we going to do when we run out of stories? I'm like, we're going to have to make it a lot. I mean, we just started. So I said, like I told her, I said, just think about it. If we just stuck on Texas for we could probably stick on Texas for probably a whole season.
Yeah.
You know, a whole season, we could probably just stick on Texas and then stick on every state like that. There's so many stories. But, yeah, we're going to have to start coming up with a way to track this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, I mean, we've done so many. Do you have the same problem where you're like, your mind's like, oh, yeah. And then you're like, wait, you start writing and you're like, oh, crap, man. I've already covered this. Or, dang it, Lexie did this.
Yeah. Quick,
guys. Yeah, we need to keep a better way of keeping track of our records because it's getting bad. I mean, I'm on my second notebook for season 1 so far.
I'm on my 4th, but
and me and Lexie was thinking about it, guys.
Totally different ideas and notes.
Oh God, yes. But me and Lexie was sitting here thinking, going, Jesus Christ, we're almost done with this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost done.
We already hit the halfway mark, and it doesn't even seem like it.
I know.
But I do want to say this. So I checked today, and we are at 950 downloads.
That's freaking amazing.
We're almost at 1,000.
If we can get 1,000, guys, I'll let y'all freaking just hockey slap me. Y'all can just come by. I'll have my face just sticking out by my mailbox, and y'all can just line up in your cars and just keep slapping me. So if we get 1,000 downloads, email them. I'll email you my address. Y'all come by and slap the shit out of me.
All right, well, let's get started, and then we'll talk more later.
Today's going to be a long one, guys, so y'all buckle down. I actually found stories that were lengthy.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yes, and I'm like, gee, I thought I hit the jackpot that night. I should have went and bought a lottery ticket.
Probably.
Because, I mean, y'all have heard some of our episodes. They're like hit and miss. Sometimes they're like an hour. Sometimes they're 30 minutes because these stories, we don't know how long they are till we go into them. But one thing I've started doing, you know, when you pull the story up and it tells you all these different websites, I've been going to every website and getting different information, especially on the ones that are really short.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in them short ones, they'll tell something in this one, but not in this one. They won't tell a year or something. And
or
every
like
story's
one details off or something.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same frame kind of story, and they pretty much story stays the same. It's just something different added. So I try to do that to add more to it to get it more oomph for you guys.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to let old Dad kick it off today. What are you going to start out with?
Okay, mostly I think today's going to be, I think, Utah is a lot of I went. Because the next 2 episodes, I think, are Utah and South Dakota or something. But here we go. We are talking about today the Mountain Meadows Massacre of Voya, Utah, and I hope I said that right, guys. If I didn't, my fans from Utah, email me and tell me I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong. But the Baker Francher wagon train was made up of women and children and men from Arkansas who were traveling through Utah to get to California. The wagon train was attacked on September 11th, 1857 in Mountain Meadows. And what it is, it's just like these meadows in the middle of these... Well, I was trying to find pictures. We got to talking and I forgot to look up the pictures. But It's just like this valley, and it's just like this real pretty meadow, and that's where they ambushed them at. Right when they came around the corner, I guess, and started coming into it, they ambushed them. But
Oh,
I mean,
dang.
yeah, it's like a valley. Yeah, see, look.
Wow, get them on a nice strip of land.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty. I mean, when I hear stories like this, it just goes to show, man, how mankind can be. It kind of relates with today. There's so much hate in the world.
Yeah.
Why can't everybody just snuggle up to a good ghost story and calm down? But anyways, where was I at? That's where they got ambushed. Okay, during the attack, 120 to 140 men, women, and children were slaughtered.
Wow.
The Mormon militia group made a story up that the local private Indians did it. They hastily burned the bodies buried the bodies in shallow graves. Within a few days, they said the bodies were scattered all over the meadow for like 2 miles from the coyotes and everything coming and digging the bodies up, because it was such a mass murder.
Yeah,
and that just goes to show you, even like the Mormons, they're supposed to be good old Christian people, but they slaughtered people, man.
Yeah.
I just don't understand mankind sometimes. I don't get that. To just freaking wipe people out for no freaking reason.
And that's why your girl is getting a degree in forensic psychology, so I understand.
Yeah.
this.
But a lot of it too back then, and it's, I don't know, kind of like racial profiling or whatever you want to call it. But back then, people was racist to everything, skin color, anything different. You was the devil. I mean, so these people were just passing through, and of course, just because of where they were, where they came from, that's why they got killed.
That's ridiculous.
Well, anyways, the bodies were scattered all over. The youngest members of the party were separated. There were 17 children that weren't killed, but they was all 7 years and under. So
Oh, wow.
anybody that could remember what happened, they killed.
Oh, and they saved.
Think about it. So think about it. It's a 7-year-old. It was,
That's like asking Jackson to remember what happened. Like,
yeah, if something
when he was
traumatic
4.
happened, it's like a band of people coming in and beating the out of me and beating
Yeah,
me
well,
up.
that's
And then,
like that car wreck that we had after Jackie died.
Yeah.
Stephanie remembers that, but Jackson was a baby, so he don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so that's why they did that. And then the 7 kids that were left, they got adopted by local families. And then they
that
made,
was a thing back then. You could adopt back then.
yeah, they've always had adoption.
I didn't realize that
Yeah.
was like.
But here's they made a monument for it. It's like I don't know, like a pile of rocks
Like a rock, like a
in a
rock
formation.
border,
Yeah.
kind of, and then it's like a formation of rocks in the middle, in the flag.
But people that visit say they report seeing a woman walking across the meadow, off in the meadow, acting like she's looking for something.
Probably
I mean,
someone's mom.
Well, that's what they think. They think it might be a woman, looking for her kid, looking for her little baby.
One of them that like got taken or something.
Yeah. Well, and then there are several reports of an older man in 1800s clothing sitting there crying at the monument. Like, people will pull up and they'll see a man sitting there with his hat and his head down, just crying.
Oh wow.
So that's probably one of the spirits or the ghosts like that. That place has to have something groovy going there, because the mass murder and the tragic.
It like seeped into the land.
Yeah.
Someone didn't silence their phone.
Oh, that's just the school district. I'm sorry, guys. I know what it is. It's probably. Anyways, it's just our school district right now. It's corona.
They send like updates every day.
Yeah, every time somebody gets one, they get something. They say the school, or somebody in their class. But let's get back off in our la la land. Let's forget reality and talk about ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, sitting there and at the monument crying, and then there's reports of women screaming and crying and kids crying, and sometimes you can hear like some like footprints out there when you're at the monument, because it's kind of out in the sticks. It's
Dang.
kind of out there. There's not no big waiting line for people to go see that. So.
Yeah.
It's one of these places that'd be cool to go see and take pictures and walk around at night.
Where you can really see stuff.
Yeah, you know.
And when it costs you out the butt to go see.
Oh, God, I know. And like I said, it's one of these secluded places out there in Utah, man. But, yeah, the pictures I have seen of Utah's pretty. Looks nice. Very nice.
Dang, I hate stories like that because, like, you could never get rid of that stuff.
No, because it's always going to be haunting that land.
Yeah. Excuse-moi. Okay, well, on that note,
She said.
I'm going to be talking about the Siren Bridge. Now, I don't know why they call it this. I didn't really say. But I don't know. We'll just you can make up your own assumptions for it. When I first looked at it, I thought it related to the Siren Head or whatever thing, and I was like, okay. But anyway, so basically one Halloween night, there was a big blizzard, and a family was driving down a road when their car skidded off the bridge and overturned into the swampy stream. The parents and the young daughter were trapped under the car, and they all drowned. It's like it was tragic, and it was sad, and it happened on a holiday too, which is Halloween out of all of them. So basically, people have reported that while driving over the bridge, they hear a ghostly voice of the little girl coming over their car radio saying, "Help me, Mommy, I can't get out." Like, it comes over their radio and it says that. What would you do if you were driving and that happened?
I don't know. I'd just turn the radio off.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, okay.
I'd be like, anyways, let's listen to some rock and roll.
Yeah, I'd be creeped out.
That's sad. Man,
Yeah.
that was a shorty.
Yeah, mine are all shorties today, and his are all long. But yeah, that wasn't really a big story, but it was kind of sad. But I'm gonna do another one because I have like a handful of them.
Handful.
So.
Suck my dick too.
All right, so this is the Fort Peck Theater in Fort Peck, Montana.
Fort Peck.
Fort Peck.
Fort Peck.
So, the Fort Peck town or city or whatever you want to call it was being built in the 1930s. And it was built as a temporary home for the U.S. Army Corps engineers and their families. Well, as they were building it, they wanted to make entertainment for the workers, so they built this theater. And it got completed in the 1934. And it was only supposed to be temporary, but like the original building is still standing. So, and it's still being in use. They say that the place is haunted by a male ghost, and what?
ML ghost.
No, a male
ghost.
ghost.
I thought you said ML ghost.
I thought he was reading something. I was like, what?
I was like, what's a ML ghost?
A mega large ghost.
Okay, sorry guys.
Anyway.
Male.
Is haunted by a male ghost who will manifest wearing that like a 1930s style work outfit, and people can commonly hear sounds of men at work.
I forgot that fan's on.
It's fine.
No, it's not. It's going to leave a hell of a back noise.
So, they also get reports of apparitions in the dressing rooms from time to time. So, like, just ghostly figures will be watching these guys change in the theater.
Wow.
So, if you ever go there, let us know.
If you ever go there, don't get naked. The ghosts like to watch you naked.
What is? I don't get it. What it's like that with ghosts. Like, they just like to watch people change.
Well, I don't know. I mean...
Anywho, Dad, it's your turn. What's your next story?
My story is on Rock Canyon, Provo, Utah. I wonder if that's where provolone cheese comes from. See, it's a ghost stories and comedy. Okay. Let me click on the stuff so everybody can see. Yeah, This is another like weird. What was it? Canyon? That wasn't it. That's the American fork. Sorry, I should have had this set up already. I didn't have it exactly set up.
Oh, great! I can't talk.
Are you okay?
I saw Great Salt Utah Lake City or whatever, and I tried to say it, and
Yeah,
I
well,
can't talk.
there's Provo. I wonder if that's
Salt
it.
Lake City. That's what I tried to say earlier.
Wow, and it was all goo gooby gaga. Jesus, give me a minute,
People
guys.
know I can't talk, so it's okay.
Yes, you can talk.
It's very, very hard. Dude, just go to images.
God bless me. Yeah, I'll just go to images.
Sorry, he's still learning some stuff.
Yeah, I'm not very high tech on that stuff.
Is that what
yeah,
it looks
it's
like?
a pretty canyon. Yeah, it's a pretty canyon.
I want to go to the Grand Canyon, but knowing my
I've never
luck,
been.
Oh,
Yeah, but look at this view of it.
You won't lead me like Joe Dirt.
That's why you don't want to go with me. What if you get married to somebody and they do that?
Oh, that's messed up.
Man, that's beautiful though.
It is. You guys need to look up this Grand Canyon.
It's not the Grand. It's the Rock Canyon in
I'm
Provo,
sorry. The
Utah.
Rock Canyon in Utah.
Utah. The canyon is known for sightings of a ghost hitchhiker always looking for a ride. The hitchhiker might have ties to the cemetery in the canyon too. The canyon the canyon has a history of climbers dying, falling to their death. Because you can ask Lexie. There's you can imagine Utah. It's big old mountains. For them people that like to climb go there a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people dying from that. And then people, I can't read my own handwriting. Anyways, yeah, some climbers have died. And, there's been some murders there that have taken place there, too. That's what I was trying to spit out. Sorry, guys. Anyways, there's a history of
some dyslexic problems today.
There's a history of climbers dying, falling to their death, and some murders have taken place in the canyon, too. Some climbers have seen the ghost of a man standing there in the Frisco's. Standing there in 1970s to 1980s clothing, and then he quickly runs down the hill. Like when you see him, and he's like,
bye.
And then he's like, see ya. Well, and I'm going to tell you, there's something about climbers, and Utah has a lot of ghost climbers and stuff. I don't know why. I guess because there's so many places to climb them rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
And people that have fallen to their death and stuff. So
maybe.
Yeah.
And I know, maybe a lot of the teenagers go, like if they have any close by or something, they probably go there and hang out. Like a bunch of the drunk teenagers try to climb or something.
Yeah, watch me, man. And then some say you get an eerie feeling that never leaves you, even after you leave the canyon.
Yeah, let's go there and have something follow us home.
Oh yeah, let's go there and do a podcast, and then we'll all be even the people listening will be possessed.
We'll all be haunted.
Yeah. Then the first known death was Big Elk. He was a Utah man who led 70 of his men to fight the Mormon militia again. See, guys, I don't know why some people they claim to be Christians, but they're mean. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Marshall militia group. They went to meet up with them over a land dispute. Well, it broke out in a big old fight, basically, a gun battle. And Big Elk was wounded in the battle. And I guess when they was retreating, heading back to wherever their hangout was, he died right at the entrance of the canyon when you come in. And his wife tried to escape, but fled to her death when she was climbing up the mountain. One of the big old cliffs. She was climbing up it and... Well, hikers have reported seeing and hearing strange things, especially during bad weather. People hear drums beating, like Indian drums.
Oh, heck no, I can't.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
Footsteps and blood.
What would you do if you're just walking and blood appears?
Oh, God. And you'll hear just blood-curdling like screams. I mean, just sounds like they're getting murdered. Just, ah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's for sure go do a podcast there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but then, I said that some. Oh, and some hear a woman screaming, too, saying, help me.
Have you noticed a lot of like women in the stories say
Yes.
That's probably the wife.
Yeah, well, that's what they think. They think it's Big Elk's wife. And the creek hikers see a little girl play in the creek in the middle of the stream. She is singing while she plays, and then she, vanishes. Sorry about that, guys.
And she vanishes.
That is very nasty, and I'm very sorry for that. It just came right out when I was talking. I couldn't stop. See, that's why we don't do many live podcasts. I'm just kidding.
Because we're nasty.
We'll talk about that towards the end of the program-io. Where was I? Okay, the creek hikers. Okay, and then she vanishes. And that's it. That's the ghost stories and stuff.
Wow, yeah. It's really, really beautiful, but I don't know what I would do if I saw something.
Yes. Because out here, you're in the middle of freaking nowhere.
There's probably no cell
That's why I think it'd be awesome to go to this canyon and visit it.
Yeah.
Because you're in the middle of nowhere. And then
No
go to that other place in Utah, that monument at night.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, because a massacre happened there. So.
But a massacre pretty much happened in both
places. And like this canyon, telling how many people's died in that canyon because it's a perfect spot to freaking rob somebody passing through on the trail.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of places like that have so many bad stuff there because so many travelers got killed coming and going, people robbing them or, just killing them. And, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go next. I'm going to be talking about the Molly's Hollow area.
You're hollow.
This is in, excuse me if I don't say this right. This is in Atchison, Kansas.
I know that place.
Okay, so there's two legends to this, but I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, Molly's Hollow can be found in Kansas. We already established that. Sorry, I kind of just went blank.
Yeah, we don't like the dead space there, girlfriend.
Even though the hollow was filled by a local foundry in the 1980s. But so basically, like I said, there's two different legends to this. One of them is that Molly used to be a slave and that her master was a little bit too affectionate towards her. And the other slave girls didn't like that, so they captured Molly and they hung her by a tree. There is something happening in town.
Yeah, sorry guys, I had to stop. There's a lot of sirens going off in town, and we live in a little country town.
We live right next. We pretty much live in town.
Yeah, we live in town, but it's a small just country town. It ain't real big, heck at all.
You can hear the sirens from the country.
Something's going crazy.
Anyway, so basically in this story, Molly was a slave. Her owner was too much affectionate. The other girls got jealous and hung her by a tree.
See, that's messed up.
Well, in another version, this is a more modern tale. Molly and her boyfriend got into a huge fight in the park, and then he drove off and left her, and she got really, really sad and suicidal and hung herself by a tree. So, in both ways, she dies the same. But, after years and years and years, after reports and stuff, they chopped down the tree, but the sightings are still there. They went down, but they are still there. But there's regular reports of people hearing her screams.
Wow.
And there's reports of witnesses seeing Molly's, apparition hanging from a tree. So, they will literally see her, just...
Hanging from the tree. That'd be creepy, man. I'd crap my pants.
Yeah, because, you call the cops, and then, she's gone, and you're like, I just saw somebody, and they're
I swear, man, there was something there.
They're gonna think you're crazy.
Yeah.
But...
God, that's cuckoo for cuckoo puffs.
I know. I saw that, and I was like, I have one more after this. How about you go next?
Okay, Captain Spuddock.
What's your story, sir?
It is... Oh, that's videos, jerk.
Skipped over images there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little old lake.
What, where is it?
All right, here we go. This is the Moon Lake in Utah. It is a small lake with camping grounds all around it. I guess it's kind of like how we have Mineral Wells Lake here.
Oh yeah.
We have a small lake here in town, and it's a state park, and that's what it's more of a hiking, camping lake. There's no boats on it at all. There's might be, fishing boats, but that's it.
Yeah.
So it's a lake about that size, small lake, but it's known for its camping and just going out there and being out in the woods. Well, some campers have reported seeing a little girl. Some say she is dripping wet. Wet. Others say she looks like she drowned. She begs for help and then vanishes.
Okay. That's not creepy at all. You'll go to help this girl who just begged for help and she's just gone.
Well, then there's reports of a giant monster that lives in the lake too.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like an octopus like the Oklahoma one I did. This is like I don't know. They kind of compare it to the Loch Ness monster, I believe.
Nessie.
Yeah. And then some campers report hearing footsteps running around their campground at night.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll be sitting there camping and they can hear people rustling around when they're out there playing.
I don't know what I would do. First, I would think it's people, but then I'm not going to go investigate that.
And then sometimes there's loud splashing coming from the lake if you're camping by it, and you can hear there'll be like you can hear. Well, you know how a lake is at night, and there's no one on the lake. Just how the sound travels across that lake.
Yeah.
They said you'd hear like someone splashing in the water and then some screaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then some say say that she is the ghost of a girl who drowned there. There was a little girl back in the day that that drowned out there, and they think that might have been her.
The lady of the lake.
Yeah, or the little kid of the lake.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's my turn now because.
And I still got one more.
All right.
So good.
Well, oh man, I bit my page. Okay, this is the Geiser Grand Hotel in Oregon.
You're a geezer.
This is the Geiser Grand Hotel in
See,
Oregon.
she's calling me a geezer again, guys. I didn't do anything.
This place was built in 1889 during the midst of the gold rush. Originally, it was named the Hotel Warsher, and then it got renamed the Geiser Grand.
You're a Geiser Grand.
And then it became that when it was bought by like the new owner in the 1900s. So it's been around for a while. When it got rebought, not when it got rebought, in the 1990s, they did a like deep renovation. And that stirs up stuff if you've been listening for a while.
Yeah.
So basically, back in the heydays, you know how if you live in Mineral Wells, you know what the Baker is and you know what it used to be. That's basically what this place was. For those of you who don't live here and don't know what I'm talking about, back in the heydays, it was like the place to go hang out for social events and dining.
Yeah.
It's basically where the wealthy people went.
Well, yeah, because back in the 20s and 30s, anywhere there was like hot springs, Arkansas, that's how they got famous because of their, hot springs. Mineral Wells got famous because of the well water. Back in the 20s and 30s, even in the 40s, people used to come to places like that a lot.
And it was called the Queen of the Mines back then. That was like the nickname. There are a couple of ghosts in this place. One of them is called Granny Annabelle. It used to be one of the hotel owners, apparently. She lived in room 302, and she literally can be seen talking to either old guests that are ghosts now, or get actual living guests.
Yeah.
So it's really strange. Also, it is said that her room 302, is haunted by a woman in blue. So Granny Isabel is either known as that or the woman in blue, or she's haunted by two totally different ghosts. There's also a young girl, a farmer. A
farmer in the dale.
A former saloon dancer and a cowboy that haunts there. They've discovered that most of the ghosts are harmless, but the guests will wake up in the middle of the night and they'll be at the foot of their bed.
Yeah.
Just
See,
staring
man.
at them.
That'd just be because, man, Stephanie used to do that. And it used to creep me out. Excuse me. Wake up and bam, something right in your face.
And then they do annual ghost hunts too. So
Ooh.
if you're into that, you can go check it out.
Very interesting.
But that's all I got on that place. It is I think we need to go to that one. I really want to look at it and go to it. But, all right, Daddy-O, what do you have for us?
All right, my last story of the evening. Well, I thought this was going to be a good hour, but hey, it still wasn't bad, though.
Better than, 15
Yeah,
minutes.
well, we still got 10 minutes of telling everybody and some of the plans we got coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. This last story is on Frisco, Ghost Town, Beaver County, Utah.
Beaver County, Utah.
Yeah. In 1875, Frisco was born when ore was found in the area. The mines in the area were full of gold, silver, copper, and zinc. By 1885, by 1885, over $60 million was hauled out of the mines. That's how
That's
much
a lot
money.
of money.
Yeah, well, that's how much money that's making off the. You got to figure that it was gold, silver, copper, and zinc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
So yeah, they was bringing. That in 10 years, that's how much money that thing brought.
Wow.
Yeah, and they paid them miners nothing.
That's stupid.
Yeah, at the peak of the town's heydays, Frisco had 6,000 residents, 20 saloons, and numerous brothels.
Dang.
Yeah. The nearest sheriff was 3 hours away.
Wow, that's really,
that was
really
the nearest.
not convenient.
That was the nearest law. They didn't even have a law in the town, but that was the nearest law.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Wow. Bet you they did that on purpose if you ever needed help.
Yeah. The town soon got a bad reputation, for being just basically a hell-raising town. There was no law there.
Yep, people probably
Yeah.
heard about that and went there start stuff and
Yeah.
want to get away with anything. Hey, go to this town.
Well, then after too many murders happened, after too many murders were happening, a marshal was hired. The next day, the marshal shot 6 outlaws after the murders. After that, the murders and the crime slowed down in the town.
Dang, he just showed up one day and was like, haha, bye.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the law now. Well, then, on February 1885, an earthquake in the mines happened, and the mine shut down. And then a year later, they tried to reopen it, but never did as good as they did the first time.
Oh, so that earthquake basically ruined it.
Yeah, because that was like their main freaking shaft. I mean, their main deal. And a little earthquake happened down there, and
Wiped them completely out.
yeah, that sucks. And see, that's what I understand with our technology and stuff we got today. If their mines were so good back then, why don't people try to go back there? Well, they probably can't now because it's in a historical site. I didn't think about that till now. I'm like, that's what I was wondering when I was doing the research. I'm like, why don't someone go there now and make money off of that? Then it just hit me. It's probably a
Historical site.
yeah. Didn't think
That
about
or
that.
it's owned by somebody who doesn't want it destroyed, or because most of our places here aren't even a historical town. The town just owns it. They won't let you do anything to it,
Yeah.
or won't let you even explore it.
Well, if there's a plaque, it's recognized by the historical society. So.
You can't go mine there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, God dang, I bet you they could make $1 trillion off of that.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anybody tried? Because I know there's money-hungry people out there who would do it if they could.
Oh yeah, you know it. All right. Well,
I mean, that's a lot of money. Why are you going to do with that much money? I mean, Jesus, really?
start a new life, but even that, jeez.
I mean, you could spend $60 million in a lifetime, but god dang.
No, I mean like I would move, but other than that,
yeah.
like I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
do.
wouldn't.
I
Man,
never have to work again.
that'd be crazy. Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, I have one more story. It
Well,
doesn't
you tell
really
it.
have that much ghosty stuff, but it's
Well,
fun.
that's the name of the story is Ghost Stories, not ghosty stuff.
Shut up.
So it's got to be 100% pure.
Okay, this is the Missouri State Penitentiary in Missouri.
Penitentiary?
No, penitentiary.
Oh, what's penitentiary?
I say penitentiary, he says penitentiary. I say so
Yeah, I say penitentiary. That's what throws me off when she says it. I'm like, you mean penitentiary? No, penitentiary.
penitentiary. So this place opened in 1836, and at one point it was nicknamed the bloodiest 47 acres in America.
That's freaking bloody right there. That's a bloodiest.
It was once home to many high-profile convicts, including James Earl Ray, and
Earl Ray.
I didn't know who he was, but I guess he was the guy who was convicted of assassinating Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then in 1957, the prison experienced its largest riot brought on by the inmates.
Sorry.
4 inmates had been killed, 50 injured, and 1 attempted suicide. It was estimated that the damages to the prison went all the way up to about $5 million.
Jesus.
So.
And who paid for that? Us taxpayers, guys.
Right, yeah. So, the prison hosts public tours, and 6 inmates sat. There's a cell, basically, or not a cell, the cell. There's There's like a bunk bed, but instead of 2 beds, it's 3, and it's on either side of the wall, and about 6. So basically, 6 prisoners to a cell. Sorry. That's how big this place was.
Dang.
Then they have 2 forms of execution here. They have a gas chamber, and they have lethal injection.
Doing both at the same time.
So they have estimated about 40 people that died there that they killed.
Dang. That's, whew.
But
there's some good mojo there.
Yeah, I didn't really say anything about much about the ghost stuff, but I mean, there's good.
Especially in what do you call it?
It's called the penitentiary.
Penitentiary?
Penitentiary. But, it was basically a prison. So,
yeah.
There's stuff there.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, okay, that's all our stories for today. So why don't we go ahead and do our weekly announcements?
Yes, all right, guys. Hey, right. We are noticing, like Lexie said, we're getting close to 1,000 downloads. That's just with this podcast. We've started this thing in May.
Yep.
And in May, and this is what our 6th.
I believe this is our 6th month. Or last month was.
Anyways. We just can't believe we've came that far, and we can't believe we keep growing, guys. Even like right now, we're close to 100 downloads for the month already.
Yeah.
And it's not even, it's just right now halfway. Yeah, it's halfway.
About halfway, yeah.
So thank you, guys, and we appreciate everything y'all like and do for us. Just keep hitting them download buttons and subscribing. But me and Lexie, I think she was going to tell y'all something.
Yes, so... we're going to do our special this either today or this weekend, and we're going to have it come out next week. So make sure to check that out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. It's going to be about the Hat Man.
Hat Man, so wear your hats.
So, yeah. But anyway, so we're going to have
that
come
one will
out.
probably put on YouTube, too.
Yeah.
That'll be one of the videos.
Yeah. So make sure to check that out.
And when we do, what are we going to do that? We're going to want to talk to them about doing a live one?
Yeah. And I'm going to talk to you guys more about it on social media and stuff and get who wants to do it. But we are wanting to do a live podcast, just
on
talk
Facebook
to you guys and bring you guys behind the scenes. I know you guys watch it on YouTube sometimes, but if we do the live stuff, you guys can watch us set up. And we can talk to you guys before it actually starts.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go that far. I don't want to see all this before I put the curtain up.
Well, you can put the curtain up and then put the stuff up. But, and then, go from there. So if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know. We can do it for the special, or we can just start doing them in December or something.
Yeah.
But, just I'll post about that on social media. I am sorry that we've been kind of behind.
Oh, yeah.
I just started college about a month ago.
Yes.
And it's kicking my butt doing college, the podcast, and job stuff.
Because, Friday, here's our lineup for the weekend. Friday, recording. Saturday, recording, editing, getting everything put on the media, ready to go.
And I do stuff during the week, and I still have turn-in assignments and do participation online.
And then
and research in between. So.
And now she's like, golly, Dad, now I see why you're tired. You do these podcasts. And I not only do this one, I do.
We do like 4.
Borderline Texas Trash with Ashley. I do.
What's Really Out There with me and my sister. And then you do a football one, which is pretty much
I do a football one by myself.
Which is like 2 together. And then we do a wrestling one with Jared, or he does.
Yeah.
So
we just like podcasting and doing research, guys, and talking about it.
It is a lot. I have learned a lot about myself. I didn't realize how much time management you have to do just for podcasting. And I got
Yes.
that sort of down, but then I started college and now I have to relearn everything
Yeah.
to make time for that. And I'm learning how to say no to people.
Yes.
It's so hard because I'm a person that wants to be there for everybody and do
Yeah, I
everything
know,
with
but then
everybody.
everybody's like, be here, and you're like, I fucking can. I got stuff
Yeah,
to
like
do.
I had to yesterday we had planned to do the podcast that we're doing now, so we didn't have to do it today, and I couldn't say no to somebody, and I messed up the schedule. But I mean, we're doing it. We're doing
Yeah,
it.
we're still there.
Yeah,
yeah, me and Lexie would get together, and she will let everybody know. We'll give you all good, at least 4 days.
Yeah, at least 4 days.
At least 4 days notice. And here's what I'm thinking, because there ain't gonna be a whole lot open probably on Thanksgiving week.
We didn't even have Black Friday this year.
So I was thinking on Friday, maybe about 1 or 2 o'clock, do one live that Friday after Thanksgiving.
Maybe we'll have to see.
Or do it that evening, because if people go shopping,
We're not doing Black Friday. I don't think this year.
They canceled it too.
They have to. They can't have that many people in the store.
Oh yeah, because they won't listen to shit. They'll be right like back to each other.
Especially like California and Oklahoma, where they have a lot of the numbers. They can't like people in Texas don't really care. We don't really care. We
We're not trying to be mean.
We just go in with whatever. But like Oklahoma, like where people are like really mean about it and stuff.
I didn't know. Huh? I didn't know it was a hit that far.
Yeah, but anyway, so
maybe I don't know. We'll maybe do it that
figure
Friday or
something out.
Saturday, but we'll let y'all know and give you advance. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Be our first Facebook podcast, baby.
We'll either do Facebook or Instagram, or hey, we might do Facebook, Instagram together because the dad has his phone, so we can always do it on his too.
Oh yeah.
But so I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna tell you guys what we're on, because I actually forgot, because we're on so much stuff now.
God,
but I mean,
we're on so
and
much
I wrote
stuff
it. But
now.
so
Jeez, it's
we
amazing.
are on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Castbox, Overcast, Audiobook, iHeart, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. And also YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
And we're trying to get on more. But
yes, we are on Patreon too.
yeah, Patreon. And that's I think that's it. But
yeah, we're pretty much on everything now, but XM radio or whatever you want to call it, Sirius or whatever.
Sirius or yeah.
And that's my next goal, is to try to get on that. And I've been trying to get us on Pandora. That's another one we need to get on too.
Pandora, yeah.
But I never hear nothing back from them. I don't know if they don't
it's
like
not really
me or
popular
what.
anymore. It's Spotify that's popular.
Yeah.
They're trying to get back up there with Spotify. But
yeah.
All right, you guys. I hope you guys like this week's episode.
It's been fun. It's been real, guys.
Yeah. And I hope you guys have a. We'll talk to them before Thanksgiving, so we can say.
Oh
Happy
God,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
then.
We still got another week to Thanksgiving. Hey, dude, our podcast will be coming the day before Thanksgiving. So think about it. We'll be probably getting good downloads that weekend, because we've noticed that when there's a lot of downtime, we get a lot of downloads.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And like I said, guys, it's amazing. We're gonna have 1,000 downloads from this. I think we're gonna have to celebrate when we hit it, and we'll send something all over our media spots and let everybody know. Thank you for the 1,000 downloads, my friend.
Yeah.
Because we like doing this. This is fun, and yeah, we want to get out there more, and we will. Next year, that's our goal. Once we get past this year and see where everything's going, and once it's Corona stuff's gone and they start having some of our freedoms back, we'll get out and do more.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, there's a guy that wants us to get together and do something that's a paranormal guy out of the Metroplex. And we got the House on Haunted Hill here, and then at the Fort Walters, they're starting to do tours and stuff in there. So we got a lot of stuff we can do. It's just give us some time, and we'll get out there more and get us,
Yeah, and I want to say, if you've messaged me on Facebook or Instagram and I haven't gotten back, or if I have and I'll say I'll check out your content and I never gotten back to you, I am sorry. Like I said, I've been trying to manage everything, and I am getting to you. Just give me a little bit, okay? I will answer everybody, and we don't even get like a dozen messages. It's hard for me to.
Yeah. Just think, what are you going to do if you start getting 100 messages a day?
Joe, I can't. I don't know what I'm going to do.
But we'll have to pay somebody in candy bars or something.
Yeah.
We'll give you a Red Bull and a Snickers if you come do this for an hour every day.
All right, everybody. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your excellent co-host, Lexie.
And I am your host, Stephen Booth. I hope we didn't scare you too bad tonight. But this has been a Booth Podcast Inc.
Incorporated. Yeah. Bye.